Now he seemed unreasonable. However, leader Song Ji-yoon agreed to go alone. Suddenly, a fire erupted behind him. Did they need a sacrifice after all? Jin-Woo asked two people to help him inside the altar to check. As soon as they entered, 3 more flames lit up around them. He was worried if they waited inside, would anyone come to rescue them? The gate had been open for a week, and they would surely intervene before help arrived. One gate would be fully open after 7 days, causing the dungeon to explode and monsters to escape through the gate. Therefore, the purpose of these raids was to defeat the boss and close the gate before that time. And if this group failed here, that thing would escape into the outside world. Meanwhile, Jin-Woo was visiting her mother in the hospital. She recounted many stories about what happened at school today, but her mother remained silent, eyes closed. Jin-Woo called the other two to go in, and then the number of flames appeared just enough. From the altar, a lightning bolt struck the ground, creating another ring of green fire around the outside. Finally, the door opened, but the stone statues suddenly moved closer. Jin-Woo observed and warned everyone not to lose sight of the statues, or they would move. However, the terrifying sight of the creature made one girl unable to bear it. She abandoned everything and ran out of the altar, causing one orange flame to extinguish. The door closed slightly, but she had escaped safely. Meanwhile, the green flames gradually died down over time. Jin-Woo reiterated the 3 rules, with the third being to have faith. That was certainly a trap, false hope appearing in the face of fear and danger. Perhaps it was testing everyone to have faith in the deity. However, one more person couldn't bear it, pushing him away and running. Another orange flame sputtered out, and the gate continued to close a little more. Jin-Woo told everyone not to move, or it would create a blind spot, risking losing another person. As long as they stood still and didn't take their eyes off the stone statues, they would be fine. These green flames were the countdown, and when they went out, they would be saved. But there was another case. When they were all extinguished, the gate would close completely. The friendly uncle couldn't take it anymore, because he still had a family at home. He apologized to everyone and threw away his sword. Jin-Woo was furious and desperate, everything seemed to fall into despair. Because he had successfully clung to life many times before, he hadn't given up yet and believed he would survive. With only 3 people left, leader Chi-yun told Ju-hee and Jin-Woo to run away because they were still young with a long future ahead. He would stay here, to keep the gate. Having spent too much energy treating Jin-Woo earlier, Ju-hee was now exhausted. Her legs couldn't lift anymore. Jin-Woo told the leader to take her and run first, but Ju-hee wanted the uncle to take him instead. The 3 began to argue, and Jin-Woo raised his voice to calm them down. He had promised to treat Ju-hee to a meal, so he gave her the stone he found today as an invitation. The leader then knocked her out, followed Jin-Woo's orders, and left. Alone in the dungeon, Jin-Woo reminded himself that knowing this had bought a slightly more expensive insurance package for his mother and sister. With a heart full of resentment, he grabbed a sword and was determined to die, at least to drag a monster down with him. A statue suddenly threw a sword straight at him, but it only grazed past him. Next, another statue struck him, sending Jin-Woo flying. Thinking about how the weakest person like himself had tried to survive until now in his way, he also wanted to become strong, but it was all in vain. They continued to torture Jin-Woo, cutting off another arm and finally stabbing him in the neck. Remembering the uncle mentioning limits earlier and then abandoning everyone to run away, was just an excuse for him. He also had a family, he also wanted to survive and return like everyone else. Finally, Jin-Woo was tortured by the statue and endured the most extreme pain until his body was bloody. They skewered him like a piece of meat and then threw him down. Earlier, he felt relieved to sacrifice himself to save everyone, but that was just lying to himself. He didn't want to die at all. His body lay on the altar like a sacrifice, and the stone statue had begun to raise its sword to finish him off. Trapped in the face of unavoidable death, Jin-Woo silently wished for another chance at life. Suddenly, a hidden quest named Courage of the Weak appeared before him. It revealed that he had qualified to become a player, and he had to accept it. If he chose not to accept, his heart would stop beating immediately. In the end, he pressed accept. And that's the entire plot.